Cool. Okay. Hey, everybody. How's it going? So this evening we're going to be working on a new Alien conspiracy game. We're going to be continuing sort of looking through the various assets and stuff, and this time we're going to have a look at how we can make a sort of one versus many hide and seek type game. Thought that might be quite an interesting way to sort of explore those assets. So obviously last time we made a bit of a sort of a more combat based gun game. This time it's going to be slightly different. I'm joined this evening by Adam. So do you want to say hello?
Hey everyone, how's it going?
Cool. So let's basically jump straight in, I think. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump to create, and we're going to go ahead and create probably a new team elimination. I think that we normally find that's the best one for the sort of one versus many. Because we don't want players to respawn, we just kind of want to work out which team gets eliminated first. So team elimination. I haven't really come up with a good name for this one yet. We'll go with crop circles, because part of the gimmick of this that I want to try and work on is the new the high corn voxels that we've got. So you'll have seen AJ's made some pretty cool little promo things throughout the day. So like using that as a sort of hiding mechanic. So we're gonna sort of play with that. We've got a few little ideas for mechanics, but as always, do let us know in chat if there's anything you'd like to see us sort of do, and any sort of mechanics that you think would be quite interesting. And we'll see about working them in for the sort of game that we've got. I think that's the perfect cover image. It's a UFO searching through a cornfield. So
don't create the game just yet.
Oh,
I've got 10 more seconds to finish this.
I already did.
Oh no! Oh no!
You're gonna get pulled in.
7, 6, 5,
the race.
4. I'm doing the hub checkpoint race. I want that record. 2, 1. Yes!
Got it.
Lab jazz.
That was so close. It was like a second in it. Just realised I haven't put my green screen up for a change, so everyone gets a nice view of the kitchen.
Oh wow, is that a white kitchen, Russ? Is that different?
It is a white kitchen. Hey, so you stalled the start of the stream just slightly because you said you were changing your hair. So let's get a good look at
Yeah,
this.
this is better hair.
That better.
Yeah, I didn't like the hair that was equipped. I like this one more.
Very good. I don't think we're going to lose you anytime soon, anyway.
You don't have to look around that quick, like, that much. I mean, because I did it very quickly.
Cool. All right. Okay. So I think as always, we'll just dive in. We'll sort of try and explain things as we go. There may be some things that don't happen specifically on camera, but do shout out in chat if there's anything you want to see, perhaps that Adam does that I don't get to look at, and we'll do our best to sort of have a little look. First question there in chat: are you playing on Stadia or on PC? So I'm playing on PC. Mainly because it's just with the setup here for streaming, it's slightly easier on the home network. I spent obviously the first X amount of months that Crayta's been out, the first 9 months or so, doing streams from Stadia, so it's perfectly capable of handling sort of streams from Stadia, but it's just a little bit easier, and I think it provides a slightly better experience for the viewers if I'm on PC. But yeah, there's no reason why I couldn't really be doing it from Stadia. If it's going to be cornfields, a power-up / time ability for the hunter would be great, where thermal will be applied for a short time. That might be a really interesting thing for you to look at, Adam, because you'd also mentioned about... Oh, good, nailed it, nice. You'd also mentioned about potentially looking at Echo Rock's binocular package. I wonder if there's something there in, like, it's a cooldown thing, or maybe when you're in your binoculars... Maybe it's not a cooldown thing, but maybe when you're in your binoculars, you're already limited in your sort of in your ability. Like, you can't shoot necessarily if we make it so, like, you're kind of looking through the binoculars, you can see players, and then if you spot a player, you've got to kind of get the binoculars down, get your gun out, and shoot. So there's almost like it shouldn't be too overpowered. But that might be quite interesting. I'll leave that with you to have a little play with.
Yeah, I'll think about it. I've got to get the other mechanics in that you've already planned first as well.
yeah, I've just took some heavy stuff on you. So I guess I'll just talk through with chat what the sort of rough plan is. So I'm thinking it's kind of open field. We're kind of going for like a slightly darker night setting. It gives us a chance to do some fun stuff with lights. So we can have, maybe like not a searchlight, but you can almost have it a little bit more atmospheric, a little bit more tense. So think prop hunt, but a little bit spookier. Crop hunt.
Yeah, who suggested?
Oh,
That
that's
was
it. That's got to be it, right?
DJ ZK suggested
We've
crop hunt. It's quite funny.
nailed the name already. Crop hunt. Okay, that'll be it. Keep suggesting names, but I'm not sure that's going to get beaten. So there's sort of 4 mechanics I'm thinking of here. They will have health regen for the hiders, but I'm thinking we could almost modify their movement speed based on how injured they are. So if you basically, as the hunter, manage to hit someone who's hiding, they've got a bit of a chance to get away. So if we say it's like 2 or 3 shots to eliminate a hider, but almost to swing the balance back to the hunter is if you manage to hit someone, they are slowed until they can hide and regen enough health. So that might be a nice little mechanic. Hiders can interact with hiding places to hide in them. So this is something you're going to tackle, Adam. And I think this is like the idea is it's just a way to sort of hide your player character, so actually go invisible essentially, but be in and amongst some sort of hiding place that the hunter could interact with to expose you. Something there to play with. Some sort of stun mechanic might be nice. So whether the hiders get like a weapon with a limited amount of ammo or a long recharge or something, and they can hit the hunter to sort of stun them to escape, something like that. And then maybe even leveraging the vibration API, so using the controllers, you could have it so kind of hiders get like a buzz on the controller based on the proximity of the hunter. So a few things to play with there, but I think first things first, I'm just going to have a go at sort of laying out the size of the level. So we don't want it to be too big, but we also want to give plenty of space for sort of like exploring. So I might just drag this out a bit further than I think we need, and a bit like Area 51. I think it's good to have sort of more than you need essentially, and then you can almost hide off the side, or you can limit a smaller space inside, and it's just a nice way to blend into the background.
Guess I'm setting this up a little bit like prop hunt, with spawning different player templates for the hider and the hunter.
Yes, yeah. I think that's so. You're gonna have a look at doing that now. Okay, cool. Yeah, then it will just be a little bit of a code change, which I don't mind having a look at to sort of determine which team to do it for. Okay, so this is the mesh, or the voxel mesh that I'm basically looking to use. So it's this sort of really quite nice. Wow, so let's just chuck that down there. Have a quick look. So you can see straight away that you can get like really nice and hidden in there. And I think if we use like a far out orbit cam for the hiders, you can kind of maneuver your camera enough to see what's going on without, completely losing where you are. And we'll probably have the hunter in first person. And again, that's like a really solid way to have sort of that hiding mechanic, because they're really limited in their peripheral. If anyone's got any ideas for the sort of mechanic that we need, so ideally what we want is the hiders to have some form of objective, whether that's something they're looking for, something they need to activate, X amount of, something that basically forces them to move around the map. That's something else we're going to need to look into while we do this. Now these would be quite straight patches, I guess.
So when I spawn, I'm going to have to make sure I know what team you're on. How am I going to work that out?
So the team, you get the team from the user template.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering if the team is going to be set in time.
Oh, I see. Well, that's an interesting idea. So Iceland saying it's like a retrieval thing, so perhaps the hiders have to like try and recover objects and get them back to a sort of like central point or some sort of disposal point, maybe more than one.
Oh yeah.
So the hunter can't just camp, but it's you got to try and like look to retrieve stuff, and maybe when you're holding something you're slowed as well, so it's like limiting sort of how much you can actually carry. So one slight issue is the lodding on these potentially going to cause an issue.
Yeah.
If
I'll take a look.
you're hiding, so we kind of perhaps need to just naturally break the line of sight a little bit. So just kind of winging this a little bit here. So if that's the sort of thing we've got, we could probably do with some sort of like a big red barn type thing. Oh, AJ. Wait, there's a voxel for this. I placed it like 1,000 corn plants. So yeah, there's literally a voxel which draws. To be honest, I didn't really notice that that's what you'd done.
Well, it's going to make him feel even worse.
Yeah. F's in the chat for AJ.
What's the corn plant called?
I think it's literally just corn plant. There's like a horizontal and a vertical. I think that.
No, the mesh.
Oh, the mesh.
See what AJ, you see how different it looks. Oh, maize. Oh yeah, I did think the ones in AJ's video looked a little bit different to the ones that are voxels.
Yeah.
Because the actual mesh one has like the corn on it. Like the actual yellow corn.
Yeah.
Whereas these are kind of like flowery at the top.
So I think I just need to think of this as a bit less, obviously middle of the desert, it's a bit more rural, so it's kind of like a farm space. So I'm thinking like a big part of this map could be like a farmhouse, and we maybe would have some walls around here, some sort of stone walls. So let's have a quick look at that.
Right, I'm going to have a look at getting the user's team just from the team script like you said and see if that works. We need to make a decision which team is hunter, which team is hider.
That's a good point.
If should we copy prop hunt, so team 1 is hider, team 2 is hunter?
Yeah, so as long as we're consistent, it shouldn't really matter, should it?
I'll put a comment into the game script to say what the teams are.
So we'll try not to spend, or I'll try not to spend too much time on this, and we'll maybe work on more mechanic stuff, and we'll try and get the game working. I think, see where we get to. I mean, obviously that'd be a good a good place to be, but it may be that we come back to this game in a later stream. Maybe that's something on Thursday. So if you follow us here on Twitch, you'll see that we do sort of casual kind of game dev streams a couple of times a week. So maybe I'll come back to this one on Thursday. It's a bit more of a level design, tidy up job. Let's say it'd be nice to get some more of the mechanical stuff going and almost get our like MVP going tonight, so we can kind of see exactly kind of if the idea is going to work really.
Max playtime, I'm going to bump up a little bit because it was only on 1 minute. Probably go for 3 minutes, make it the same as prop hunt.
Yeah.
Always respawn for play is on. So we try and respawn the player when we start play out of the lobby, so that's good. Allow mid-game join, we probably want to turn off
Yes, so we need to think about
so
how
that you
that
spectate.
works.
Okay. Oh, and we'll always do lobby, make it a little bit more like prop hunt. So we can always have like a little lobby area to gather.
Yeah, that makes sense. So one thing I was thinking that might be quite cool for the hunter is perhaps if they, a bit like the lift, you know how they sort of spawn after sort of 10 seconds to give the hiders a little chance. We could have the hunter like fall from quite high up in the sky and do like the whole superhero 3-point landing kind of entrance. I've seen a few games do that, so Yogarin did it for the that sort of mono royale game. I think Dry Coast does it in Angels versus Demons, so it's like a really impactful sort of landing. That might be quite a cool thing to do.
Yeah. All right, I've moved the hunter's spawn up into the sky.
So have a little look at what buildings we've got. Because I know a lot of people have made some, but Boop's desert buildings might be not quite. Got the western buildings. Medieval castle building kit, house building kit.
I mean, we've always got the hangar building, although I'm not sure if it fits so well into here.
We could have a look. I mean, it could provide a nice space at least. Be interesting to see what this comes with. So this is the one that we made in the other thing, right? In the other game that we made, Area 51.
Area 51, yeah.
I think it might work. It provides like a decent chunk of map to work
Yeah.
with.
Remember, the floor needs to be cut out of it when
Yeah.
it's placed. Or alternatively, you could lift it up by like 0.1 units, and then you don't actually have to cut the floor out, but the grass will poke through it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't mind cutting the floor out when you think it's in position.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll leave it with you, but I think we're roughly over here somewhere. Makes sense. We can get
Yeah.
a couple more fields over here.
Oh no, calling it Hangar Area 51 as the template hasn't worked because the automatic numbering system has just changed it to Hangar Area 1.
Oh, I thought you were going to say change it to Hangar
No.
Area 52. Right, so what I could look to do here is just put this and one more. Duplicate. As I say, we'll probably maybe look to kind of dress all this up a little bit better at some point. In fact, would it make more sense if I extracted that? Maybe.
Okay. Cleared the floor so that hangar's now nicely in place. Oh no, I didn't clear the front bit. No.
something like this. We can get to more details later on, but I think that's sort of the right sort of thing. Maybe a bit less stone wall, something a bit different, but we'll work with that. So what we want to do is get into a little bit of the logic so we can start sort of testing how we want to break the level up. Because as I say, I think because of the way that the voxel sort of icing, whatever we call that, is going to load, I think we are going to have to try and break up the line of sight a bit. I think in memory of AJ, it seems a bit severe.
Sounds like he's dead.
One of the fields should be of corn. Okay. Yeah, we could look to do that. Yeah, maybe. Insanity, but yeah. I think that would actually be quite a nice blend. So if we look here, so you'd get that sort of effect. Obviously we need to make sure that collision was off, because that'd be really annoying if every like 10 steps you were bumping into something. Yeah, I think there's definitely space to add that. So we'll start adding that sort of detail towards the end, but as a rough outline. Feels a bit repetitive, so probably switch up one of those areas, but let's get into a bit of game code essentially. So what we want to do is on here, so on the game script, there's a function set user team. So this is where we're essentially determine the balance of when a user joins, we set them on a team, and then we sort of say here, okay, well, which team do we want to put them on? This little line here is basically saying if there's less players in the first team, then add them to the first team, otherwise add them to the second team. So we kind of just need to take that logic out and actually say, pick a player at random, make them the hunter, and then everybody else is going to be on team 2. So if we just remove that, and let's say, so here we're looping through everybody to get the counts of the teams. So what we want to do is we kind of want to just do this for everybody in one go. We don't necessarily want to be setting each user in turn, do we? No, I know what I'm doing. Okay, so here what we're going to say is we don't really need this, because we don't need to know how many is on each team, unless we were doing some sort of mechanic of like multiple hunters if there's enough hiders, which we could look to do, but I think we'll just keep it one versus many for now. So if we get all the users, and basically in this function we want to go through and say, okay, is this user a hunter? Loop through them all, and if by the end of looping through all the users we haven't found a hunter, then make this person the hunter.
You're doing that part.
Yeah. I mean that sounds about right, doesn't it? I think as the logic. So we don't want to do it like this, where we've sort of got this for each user, because this is going to happen sort of asynchronously. This is going to happen and we'll move on, whereas actually we need to loop through the users and not proceed until we've finished doing that. So we can get world, get users,
yeah,
and then for each user, so we'll just say basically looping through all of those, work out if we've got a hunter yet. And then what we'll do essentially is we'll call this function looping through the users at the start of a round in a random order. So basically the first player to get past this function should be the hunter, and everybody else will be a hider.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
I think that makes sense. Yeah.
Might be more steps than we need, but
yeah, I remember it being a little bit complicated for the prop hunt.
I think this will work. I mean, again, that's the beauty of game dev, right? There's never a totally correct or there might be a totally incorrect way, but there's never the totally, this is the way to do it. It just depends how you want to see
an incorrect way. That.
So actually, But we don't really need any of that. So get users for users. So local user team is equal to user find script property team if
BK979 says, I'm loving this new battle pass. Will there be another one? Yeah, so that's our plan moving forwards now, is each season is going to be a battle pass, which is going to last, I think it's about 10 weeks, with, you know, all of the cosmetics being related to that battle pass season, all of the meshes and stuff being related to that season as well. That is our plan.
That is our plan. But yeah, glad to know you're enjoying it. I think, again, as I've called out in previous streams, but if everyone's enjoying it, then that'd be great. Let us know what level you've got to. It's kind of interesting to see everyone in chat what sort of level they've hit. I think I've just hit level 35. Yeah, 35. So I'm getting there.
Or 37. Just
yeah, you're always a couple ahead. I need to.
Yeah.
Need to get on that.
Oh, it's a spawn effect this time, so that'd be nice because I've adjusted the spawn code a little bit to make use of the spawn effects on players. And then I've got that emote next that's like the memory zapper thing.
Oh yeah.
Nothing to see here.
Did we say which team was which? Was it if you're the hunter, you're team 2?
Yes, the Hunters team 2.
Hunter team 2, okay.
Taylor's asked, is there a break between seasons or will they be back to back? So I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but there's going to be a break between them of about 2 weeks.
Yeah, I can't remember, or I'm not sure how confirmed it is how long, but it's not going to be a huge break. But yeah, there will be a slight break in between.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not going to be.
Could be 1 week.
It's not going to be months. You know, there will be a fairly steady rotation. Cool. Okay, so basically I'm looping through all the users, and then if we find a user that is the hunter, we just break out and say that we found one. And then here we basically say, if we found one, then this player's got to be on team 1. Otherwise, we're going to make him team 2. And then this team variable gets passed through just like it did before. So that should handle that for us. And what we might need to do to mix things up is to get this function called at the start of a new round. So essentially what happens in the kind of standard logic is when you log into the server, if I find the on user login, so on user login, we go through here and we set here. So if it's a team game, if that property is ticked, then we basically assign this user's team at the start, where we want to kind of make sure each round it's rotating to a different thing, different team. So we could probably get rid of that, but we'll leave it for now. If I go to the play schedule, so I guess at the very start of a new round, for each user, new user callback. So we could probably, oh no, we want to make sure we're doing it on a random jumbled up kind of order, essentially. So could probably get away with doing it at the very start here. So again, there's probably smarter ways to do this with events and stuff, but for now, again, this should do the trick. So let's get our users again. Get users. And now we need to kind of go through this list in a random order. So this time we'll do our for loop again. So for key, want to make sure we use the key so we can remove users when we've processed them. User in pairs, users. Okay, so want to pull out a random index. So this will be a random number between 1 and the length of users. This is quite a nice thing that a lot of programming languages wouldn't let you do, but in Lua it's fine because it's not the most strongly typed language, but essentially you can remove things. So I'm looping through this table, and I can also remove things from this table while looping through it, which for anyone technical and I guess kind of code minded, that always seems like a really dangerous thing to do.
Can you do that?
Yeah, I mean, I've done that plenty of times. I'm fairly sure
Okay.
it works, but yeah. So normally the compiler wouldn't let you do that because you can't adjust the table you're looping through. But it works just fine here. So local yeah. That's not quite right actually what I was doing. I want to do just do a normal for loop. That's where I think I'm getting confused. So length of users do. That's right. Okay. So I'm going to loop for as many times as there are users. So I'm sure you can still do that other loop where you can remove it because it's caught. I've been surprised with that before. Okay, so get my user. So my user is going to be random index, set user team, passing that user, and then I want to make sure I've removed this user from the table so I don't get tripped up by that again. So users, so no, table remove from users. Right, so this is where I need to get the key. That's right. So in order to get the key, I need to loop through the users like I was doing. Basically, this is one of those things that's going to be a miracle if I get it right first time. Maybe someone can get one of those YouTube polls going. I know there was some of those going up last time. Get it? YouTube polls as to whether this will all work perfectly fine first time.
Now, how do you do one of them?
I've got no idea. I think it's at the bottom of the chat window. There's like a little graph that you can click.
Is there really? Oh, I don't know. Do you have to be maybe you have to be the actual streamer?
Yeah, maybe. Okay. Let's talk through this. So we're going to do this for every user that's in the table. We pull out a random user between 1 and the length of the table. So if there's 5 users in the table, random number between 1 and 5, then we get that user. We set their team, and then we need to make sure we remove them from the table so we don't randomly select them again. And to do that, I'm looping through the table again in a slightly different way so I can get the key, because this pairs basically sets the table as like a key value pairing. So if the user entity that I've just found in this loop is equal to this user, let's remove them from the table. And once we've found them, there's no point in continuing to loop, so we do a break, which takes us out of this for loop. We go around again. So a little bit technical, but that's one way of handling that little problem. So doing this at the start of the play schedule should guarantee that every round is randomized, and you've turned off about joining mid-round, haven't you, Adam? Which I think should set them to be...
Yes.
That should set them to spectate automatically. So maybe we'll think of a nicer thing for spectators, but yeah, we'll see. Do you think that you could put this game script into a package so that we could use it? So we'll see how it turns out. I mean, as I say, I feel like on stream sometimes some of the stuff we do is kind of, against the clock. It may not be the best way of achieving things, but let us know if you think obviously this sort of game mode would be good to have, and we can certainly look towards making this sort of thing a bit more accessible, whether it is a package or maybe even a starter game. Like we did with the Tycoon. We built a Tycoon together on stream, and then that sort of fed into becoming a starter. So if you think like a hunter one versus many type thing would be a a handy starter game to have, then yeah, do let us know. That should do that. So have you set up the logic around spawning the right template?
Yes, which
Okay.
should at least make the hunter have a gun and not hunters not have a gun.
Okay, cool. So if you're ready for a little preview to see if that's working, you could give that a go.
Yeah, just let me do one quick thing. I just want to see if this part works.
Sure. I see you've set a couple of spawns.
Play the open anim. Wait 1 second. Okay.
Thinking about. Oh, I feel like we need a big alien UFO like crashed in the field. I feel like that'd be a really good way to
Yeah.
like break up the line of sight a bit, and that'd make a really nice like showpiece as well, actually. Something like that. Yeah, maybe I'll add that. Any more map ideas or level ideas? Just shout them out, and we'll see what we can do. Right, I'm gonna hit preview.
Go for it.
Okay. So we've both here, so we perhaps need to think about a lobby player or just making IDs.
I've got a lobby player, but we didn't respawn. We should have respawned on game starting.
Okay.
Oh, error. Attempt index user entity.
Okay, that sounds like me.
It's as well.
Cool. Let's have a quick look.
Yeah, so I need to add a lobby player script to make sure that it clears the inventory there as well.
Oh, I see. Yeah, good shout. 427. So it seems like user entity set team. So this, did I not pass the right thing?
Heyo, Zoogie boy.
Hey yo. Okay. What did I do wrong here? Yeah, that should be a 1, not a 0. Get world, so get my users there. Local user. I feel like that should have worked. Set user team. Oh, I need to make sure we clear the teams as well, actually. Perhaps we can do that on lobby start. We clear everyone's team. Yeah.
What do you mean?
So we need to
Clear the team.
Because I'm basically doing a check for what team they're on, but if at the start of the next round they're all already on like hunter team, like we need to kind of settle their teams back to 0 so it doesn't find a hunter.
Oh, not 0, but 1. Like just make them all kind of prop team. That's what prop hunt does.
Crop team.
Crop team. Hider team. We should call it a hider.
Team.
They don't turn into crops.
Yeah, good shout. So where's my set user team? Okay, we'll just set up a new function here. Game script. Reset.
BK979 says, what's everyone's favorite game in Crayta? Russ, yours has got to be Can Your Miners, right? Mine's Power Run.
I mean, slightly biased perhaps. But...
No, go on. What is it? Put you on the spot.
I don't know. I've been quite enjoying Escher Deathmatch recently. I think that's kind of fun. But yeah, there's just so many coming through now. Like there's been like 3 trailers dropped on Discord today. Discord.gg/Crayta. Like various things people are working on, like Echo Rock's next thing, that drone game looks really quite cool. I can see myself sinking quite a lot of time into that. Yeah, what about you?
I don't know. I'm quite enjoying eVoxel as far as the tycoon genre goes. That's a pretty cool one.
Yeah.
Trying to think what else. I don't know. I just enjoy a variety, really.
Well, that's the beauty of it, right? There's just so many
Yeah.
different. You can find yourself playing all sorts of different games, like without even kind of really having to go too far. You just kind of work your way through the recommended rail, or just whatever you see's got some pretty good battle pass XP in.
True. I mean, there was Alpha. That one was pretty fun.
Pretty excited for what Varuk shared on a Discord again earlier. That looks pretty good. Me and Selena finished Escape the Museum today, and it's so good. I still never finished that. Perhaps that should be a Thursday or Monday stream, as I just jump in and try and do that with a couple of people from chat. Have a break from game dev. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. One of those things that you gotta finish it at some point.
Okay, reset user team. So we use the events here on lobby start. Let's basically call this on ourselves. Game script. Reset user team.
Chris's favorite is Zoo Simulator right now. He'll get hooked into the latest tycoon game.
Yeah, anyone watching, if you want to get Chris into your good books, just build a good tycoon game.
Yeah.
He'll be your friend forever.
But bear in mind, for every tycoon game released, we lose slightly more Chris's time each week. And
true.
Chris is quite important to the team. So if you build too many, the game is going to just grind to a halt. So bear that in mind, please. Be considerate with your tycoon games. Make them like kick you out if your name has Chris in it after 5 minutes.
Yeah, that'd be good. Just shout in notifications, like, start paying attention to your meeting again, Chris. Get back to work, Chris.
I can agree with that. Suckerban's a really cool puzzle game.
Yeah. I don't quite have the patience for Suckerban, but I know you've sunk some hours into it trying to get through what you like 10 levels
level
in?
15, I think. I said I wanted to be top of the leaderboard, but then level, I think it's 15, just completely stopped me.
Yeah.
I've really struggled.
Right. I'm going to hit play.
Go for it.
I don't think what I changed, if anything, but...
No more tycoons, says Chris, secretly thinking. More tycoons, please. So it looked like my lobby player worked. Oh, the hunter player worked. I've got a gun. You haven't.
Cool. Nice. I can't even remember what I just changed then to fix that.
But... there was a bug. User entity was an error.
Yeah.
I don't
know what I changed. Out.
Ha 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 ha. I win the round.
Flat.
You suck.
And then that should reset.
Results. Should I still be able to run around if it's results? No. Error. Oh, this is my error. So this is lobby again. We need to make a lobby spawn and move that somewhere probably.
Yeah.
But that's easy. You just tick is lobby on the spawn entity.
Oh, I landed on your head. We're spawning at the same spawn.
Wait, did you end up on my spawn then? I thought you should have been well above me.
Oh, well, I was really high up, but I landed on your head.
Yeah, that's a different spawn. It's just in the same X and Y.
Yeah, sorry,
I just moved it up in the Z.
Of course it is. Okay, so how does the hiding work? I want to go first person, so this is what it would be like. So we need to remove,
hang on.
Need to remove health bars for a start.
It's kind of hard to interact with things when you're in
oh, that's a good point.
Orbit cam. So maybe I only go to orbit cam when you're actually hiding.
Yeah.
Maybe I should be in action cam.
Oh, that would be good actually, yeah, because that kind of forces it to be like, it kind of makes it clear that you're hiding then because your camera's changed.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, so
if you
go
up to the chest, do you get an interact prompt that says like something?
Yeah, press E to hide in chest.
Yeah, okay, I need to change that to check the team and it'll say press E to search chest.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, so
Right, what do you want me to do?
If you just jump into the corner and try and hide, I guess. Ignoring the fact that I get the red crosshair on you.
Oh yeah. Well, we can just take off critical points, can't we? Oh, and we'll have to turn off the auto locking as well.
Okay, I've completely lost you.
Yeah, I thought that would
And I
happen.
guess you can
I'm
see
not
me.
sure if the corn's going to work. Yeah, I can see you fine.
Well, but then that's the whole point of the forcing you to like collect and do stuff. And maybe the thermal is going to help solve that.
We should check that back in the editor.
Yeah.
I'll go in basic mode, run around.
Okay. I just saw your like pink Mohican jumping through.
Yeah, you saw I'd got quite far away from you.
Yeah. Cool.
So if I go into the corn, I mean, obviously the lodding is a bit of an issue because you'd have seen me if you just walked away. So I'm not sure what we're going to do about that. And then if we go in, yes, you can see me a bit now.
If I guess I can go back to basic mode.
If you're in the corn, it's really hard to see actually.
Oh, I can just see like, yeah, a little hint of orange if I jump. Oh yeah, that does work. I'm wondering here, I mean, do we just keep the hunter in thermal? Like, rather than it being like an ability thing? Like they're just in thermal the whole time?
Can do. That's easier.
I think
if I'm the one implementing it, I'll go with that.
Yeah. Because I can see you, like you disappeared then. But yeah,
it's a bit more like Alien versus Predator.
I kind of tracked
Predator.
which direction you ran then. I saw a glimpse of you running to the side.
No.
Okay. I think, yeah, let's do that. So we'll turn that off there. So we need to do a couple of things to the
we'll turn that on.
Player hunter. First thing, let's force first person. Forced camera perspective first person.
Oh, are you in the properties for the player hunter?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. If you don't mind setting the post-process property that's about to appear.
Yeah.
Now?
Where's the script?
On the hunter player,
Gotcha.
player hunter. Should be a post-process property.
Yep, I've just set that to thermal.
Cool. So then here we'd say, oh no, it wants to be local in it.
Yeah, so you want to make sure this is kind of a nice way of being able to set a post-process per client. So we want to make sure that this client gets the post-process that we're set up here. So post-process asset as a property type, lets you pick over here, and then yeah, basically set it like that. Will that automatically reset? Or are we going to need to have a default on the hider? So when they go to the lobby and everyone becomes a hider, it resets?
Yeah, it'll reset because it's a new player. No, wait, no, it won't. Okay, I'll have to make a like normal post process on the lobby.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
If you want to go to the player lobby.
Player underscore lobby.
Oh yeah, the reason I called it player lobby, whereas in prop hunt I'd called them like hunter player and lobby player, is so you can just search player and then see the list.
Yeah.
There you go.
You could make the corn stalks shake on collision so the hunter could track the movement. So we couldn't necessarily do that with the voxel meshes so that they are there, but it does raise a good point of how we could have like some indicators and traps and stuff. I feel like it's the sort of thing we'll need to get the game working, and then we'll have to start like working out balancing kind of mechanics like that. So like need to get plenty around here to do sort of hiding in and around. So what I'm going to do in the meantime, let's have a look at the...
Did you set my lobby post process, by the way?
Oh, I probably didn't. I'll do that now.
No.
So this will just be default. Go back to normal. Okay, let's get the hunter gun So we'll probably just make a new template of gun. And I'm imagining like a fairly slow firing, like shotgun type. Feels like that's the one that makes sense. Or yeah, we'll go with the shotgun.
Yeah.
Damage. So we want it to be high damage. And it's probably not going to be a spread. In fact, let's go with a rifle. I feel like a lever action rifle, just kind of high-tech blaster rifle.
Yeah. Or very Men in Black.
Right.
Like
we don't get to use these too often, so let's go with this. High-tech blaster is one of the new weapons. So yeah, we'll go high-tech blaster. High damage. Probably want to aim for like roughly like a 2-shot kill. So let's go for like 750 damage.
camera type. So we'll go to orbit camera when we're hiding.
Bullets per shot.
And back out when we're not.
Want it to still do plenty of damage at range, so we'll keep it like 500 max range damage. Repeat timer, so we want it to be slow firing. A second. Again, all this can be tweaked pretty quick. Shots per clip.
Oh, hang on.
4. Reload, keep that. Grip rifle, okay. I guess the best thing to do with this is to just always get something down, and then it's just going to be a case of tweaking it as you go further and further through. Insight item script. Yeah, we'll have to play with that a bit because we don't really want it to just give away possessions, or maybe we do. It needs to reload after 1 shot. Yeah, maybe actually that's the nicer way. So rather than it being a single, like a second between shots, it's almost like 1 shot reload, 1 shot reload. But it's really high damage, so let's go with that. Let's make a new template from this. Okay, and going to assign that to our hunter player. We need to do this on the user. So the user determines what they get when they spawn. So how have you done this? Have you basically just said when a lobby player, or when it's a lobby or a hider, it just clears their inventory straight away?
Yeah, if you open the player hider script.
Okay, yeah, cool. Just clear.
And then if you open the player hunter script, it calls reset. Reset like sets up your inventory with the defaults again. And obviously the gun is a default.
Cool, that makes sense. So, okay, so that's got that weapon in. The last thing I want to have a quick shot at doing is in the health script. On damage, so in here we basically have the damage that they've taken, or you know how much. Like this is what's called when a player is damaged. So what I'm thinking here is we can kind of take chance to sort of set the player's movement speed based on that. Like if it's less than, we could just say kind of, rather than having it as a scale, it could be if it's less than 50%, they move at 50%. Or what do you think would work better there? Like maybe it is actually like a scale, so it kind of gradually slows you down and then gradually speeds you up again.
Yeah, so just make it so does the health regenerate as well?
Yes, yeah, I think that's important.
So if you just make the speed whatever the health is, so anytime there's a health change, update the speed with that percentage. So like cache the starting speed for our health script.
Yeah, I'm just wondering where's best. Is this going to be its own loop, like on init, it's constantly monitoring the properties.
Well, there's on damage, and then there's heal.
and then
So I'd say just in both of those, call a function. If I add a function below heal, that's like a health script set speed or something.
yeah,
Then if you want to call set speed from both heal and on damage,
yeah.
do you want to cache start speed on in it as well?
Yes. So we know what they start with. That makes sense. So that's just get entity because the health script's attached to the player template. Speed multiplier. Yeah.
That's the one. Speed multiplier. Oh, do we want to prevent sprinting as well?
That might make things a bit easier, mightn't it? I think I've disabled that for the hunter, but yeah, perhaps if the hide is the same, and we can always perhaps bump up their initial movement speed, would be better.
Right, trying to get this hide point thing set up.
So what's your logic here? So the speed is the start speed multiplied by their current HP divided by their max HP to get sort of like a ratio of it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should
okay.
work.
Should work.
You have a negative speed multiplier on the player.
What would that do?
Oh no.
Reverses all of their movement. If you go forward, it makes you move backwards.
Well, we can do that anyway with set move override.
Yes, yeah.
Maybe we should do that. Like, maybe as a stretch goal, you could have something that like disorients the hunter and makes all their movements like be inversed.
Yeah, well, that is kind of something I was thinking would be good. Would be some sort of defensive, like stun weapon. But yeah, we'll have to see what we get time for. Right, I'm going to try to do a little bit of just hiding and decorating stuff around here. So I think these tie stacks are pretty good for hiding in. I do think a crashed alien would make a pretty good set piece, but might be to be a bit big.
Right. So when I hide, player goes invisible and they go to orbit camera. Anything else?
So when you hide, you go into orbit camera. And then I guess you can just leave whenever you'd like.
Yes. So I need to set a self.hiding. Self.hiding equals true, and I need to have a prompt that's like press E to stop hiding.
Yeah.
Where's my prompt script gone? I've got so many scripts open, damn it, I can't see anything. Don't need the lobby script open, do I? Right. Oh, I need to stop the player speed. Obviously, that's a very obvious one.
Yep. Make sure they can't move anymore.
Ooh, here's the tricky thing. they're still going to be able to take damage in the chest, aren't they? And you're still going to be able to shoot at them.
So can we could have just a flag on the player if they're hiding, and then in the health script on do damage, we just check that. It's like have a property somewhere.
Yeah.
I think that's the best
All right.
way.
Yeah.
So if self, or we need to make sure it doesn't look like you're hurting the player though.
Yeah, I'm thinking we might have to pass it to the gun scripts raycast entities to ignore if you're hiding. But maybe let's not worry too much about that right now.
Yeah, let's see. Like basically fix problems when they arise.
Yeah. Because if you could take damage, that would change your speed multiplier, and I need to know what speed multiplier to set you back to when we finish. I don't need to use a speed multiplier. I could use the set move override. Because then your speed multiplier for the player remains the same, but it stops you moving. That will work better actually.
Right, I'm just going to drag out the size of this space. I need to think about how we're going to do the wall around the edge. Oops. Guess we need some sort of... Could be... Kind of hesitant to just do a chain link fence again, but that does work, doesn't it? As a decent
It works.
edge of the
Is
map.
there anything better? Lots and lots and lots and lots of UFOs crashed into the edge to make a very nice wall.
It just happens to be what's left. We need a well.
I mean, obviously the nicest approach is to make an edge that feels natural, isn't a straight line made up of lots of meshes that would make sense in the context. But we don't really have the time to do that right now.
Yeah.
Barbed wire. One side could be barbed wire.
Yeah. You just gotta, I guess, you gotta take into account the fact that players can jump over. So you need to.
I don't think you can on barbed wire, can you?
I'm not sure.
Or it could be like double height.
I'll go for the classic chain link for now.
Yeah. I guess you can mantle the barbed wire, which would probably hurt a lot, but you can.
Yeah. Well, that you could disable on a per entity basis, right? So you could say this can't be mantled, but we'd have to turn off jumping for everybody, which I feel like is going to be a bit of a problem. Let me know if you want me to jump in and do some building on demand. I mean, yeah, I assume that's AJ. If you're around and fancy it, there's plenty to be done, plenty of little hidey holes to be made. So,
Wouldn't a farm fence fit the best? Is the suggestion on Twitch?
So again, the farm fence. I guess the problem is it can be.
Can it be mantled?
You could turn mantling off, right, on that specifically.
Yeah.
But it could be jumped over, and we don't really want to disable jumping for everybody. So unless it had like a visible wall collision on top of it, but then invisible wall kind of feels.
Yeah, invisible walls are never a good
Yeah,
solution, really.
I'm wondering whether we kind of reframe this a bit. Now I've got the hangar in here, and it's more like secret lab, so kind of like Area 51, but it's more like kind of a secret farm, and we could have like, I don't know, this could be like some sort of crazy corn-based conspiracy.
Corn-based conspiracy. It's actually maize, but you thought it was corn. It's the same thing, right?
Pretty much.
I mean, there's something fishy going on here because there's wheat as well. I mean, what are they trying to grow? Trying to grow corn or wheat?
Yeah, exactly.
Or giant UFOs. That's not really a normal thing for a farm.
AJ says, throw me a share code when you get a chance. Would you mind dropping in one?
Yeah.
Be handy. Get the library back.
Oh, that's something I've never seen before. Looks like I can't share the game. I'll try again in a second.
Oh, yeah. Add some farm fences in the middle here a bit more though. Oops. I should really tidy up this fence.
Alright, this hiding logic. I need to get it finished.
Have I
It's one of those ones that like there's so many different like combinations of what players might do.
let me just are you having trouble getting that code? I'll
I was, yeah.
I'll just do that quickly now.
Let me know if it works for you.
Not that I don't trust chat to jump in, but
I see. You could just get it through the create site as well, couldn't you? Can you?
Well, I've just generated the share link. It seemed to work okay for me.
Cool.
Cool. We're back. Okay. So again, something we need to think about what the objective is. What are they trying to do? Maybe that's something we can come back and do at a later date.
What are the hiders trying to do?
Yeah, like what's the kind of the objective? It could be themed like a fresh spotted anomaly, so the military build a fence in a restricted area that would fit the fence. Oh, that's a good shout. It's like it's been fenced off from the sort of outside world. Yeah, I feel like it needs plenty of warning. The new warning signs. There's a gap. How on earth did that happen? I assume there's a gap on this side as well. Nope. The game's messing with me.
Okay, I'm adding a function here to search a hiding place as well.
Like with tents and military vehicles in the outside world. Yeah, I think that'd be good. And maybe that's something I'll come back to do on Thursday. Will be to kind of add more detail to it. I think for now what I'm going to try and do is just make sure there's enough sort of random things around to hide, and again we can start to add more detail as we go. Keep this yeah, try and keep this world tree in order. There's stuff there to hide. Mechanic, ambient sounds and effects. So I've done most things I plan to do mechanically. I guess I gave you the biggest thing to do. So what we need to do is think about what are the hiders doing. They almost, I think the grab stuff and retrieve it kind of works. I'm not sure I want to tackle that at 8:10. I feel like that's going to be a big thing. Oh, AJ must be here. There's a well appeared.
Oh.
Oh.
Well.
Well. Right, let's see where the 12
Sorry.
is.
It's useful to have AJ here actually, because we need to test multiple hiders.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Mr. Frostdev says I can build military vehicles for you guys and put them up as a package. That'd be cool. Yeah. It's always nice to have that kind of collaborative effort. So if you do fancy building some stuff like that, then yeah, that'd be awesome. Right. What else can I add to just sort of flesh this area out? Let me know when you're ready to do a preview, and we'll have a little look at what we've got.
Not yet.
Do you want a hand? Is there anything you want to talk through and code through?
I don't think so. I think I just
Okay.
need a little bit longer. It's just lots of coding to do. I can show you what I'm trying to do if you like.
Okay, I think I've got an idea of how I might do this. I keep just like talking myself out of doing this, but I might have a shot at doing this, collecting the stuff for the hiders to win. Just a very basic version, so they just have to find the things. So because we do have our pickup package, don't we? The pickup scheduler, which comes with the let's have a quick look at what this comes with. But you can do the pickup stuff based on, you know, hiding all the pickups or showing all the pickups, like the way the health packs work. So let's have a look here. Not in there. Packages, pickup. So it just comes with a script. Have a look at the script. So as this will spawn them.
Player hider script. Okay, self.hide object equals nil.
Okay. So I think, yeah, this will give us roughly the logic we're after, but that might be more useful when we kind of get into it a bit more. In the meantime, I could probably just make one of these from scratch. So I'm thinking if they have to look for the alien egg, might be a pretty good thing to hunt for. We can always change it, but call this. We'll just call this hider pickup. Add the pickup spawn script. Okay, so this is the script that comes with guns to make the pickups and all that sort of stuff. It works quite nicely. Use on collision, on pickup. So we can use this on pickup event to essentially go to the game controller and say when one's been picked up. And then once X amount have been picked up, we can say that the hiders have won. That might be the way to do it. We could maybe even turn the round time off, so there isn't actually a time limit to the round. It's just find all of the eggs, or the hunter gets everybody. That might be a way to do it. Okay, so on pickup, let's see. I guess on pickup will get called once we've already processed it. So what we might want to do is a little bit of custom logic in here to basically check the team first. So pickup, if not self.can pickup sound, pickup template. Okay, so the last thing we do is actually then send the event. So we've already processed it being picked up at this point. So we probably want to just up here do a quick check. So if player get user find script property of team, if that's equal to 2, which is the hunter, then return. So essentially, if the hunter bumps into this, just don't do anything. They shouldn't be picking them up. But that handles that, and then in our game script,
I just heard some like wet slapping noises nearby, and AJ's paddling around in like the well that he's just placed.
Nice.
I was like, what on earth is going on?
On hider pickup collected. Quite the sentence. Don't think we need any logic with that. I guess it will pass through the player at least. Quickly check. So it passes the player and the egg itself. Don't know if we need to know that. So we'll just go with the player for now. Essentially, we could keep a count of the amount of them that have been collected. Collected, add 1. And then check if all collected or if enough collected. The one thing we'd perhaps need to look to do would be to make a kind of randomizer for where they're positioned. Again, we may not get to that this stream, but for now let's go with this. So if self.properties, we'll go a separate property, pickups to select equal to self.pickup. Okay, so if we've collected enough, end play. And if we just check end play, so what that does is that will force the end time to basically end. So what we could look to do, as I say, is go to our game controller and actually set the max play time to 0, 0, 0. And what that means is the round will essentially run infinitely until a win condition is hit, like one team being eliminated, which is controlled by the team elimination game script, or one team finding all the eggs. So in order to call that, we'll go back to our egg, and then on pickup, we want to check in the game controller and specify our new event. So on hider pickup collected. Bit of a mouthful. Okay, it's not respawning. Let's remove that. Use self as a template. Enable collision on children. Go on init. I guess what we don't want to do is actually pass it to the inventory. We don't necessarily need them to actually pick up a thing, do we? Don't use self as a template, but don't provide a template, and it will therefore skip the inventory side of it. So that's fine. We just want this to kind of be the logic. Cool.
Because I've lost my train of thought, I think I'm probably ready for a preview.
Okay. Almost done. If you want to take the hider pickup template, which is just a big alien egg, and place a few of them around.
Oh, that's the point. I need to place a few like hide points as well.
You do that then, and I'll do this one. But first we need to kind of control the logic of hiding and showing them. So again, we'll use our events here. So on lobby start. So we don't actually have to specify an entity here, which is a really useful little trick. So we can just specify a script and a thing, so hide pickup. So on lobby start, we're going to hide all of them. And this will basically call every entity in the world at that point that has this script. We're going to call that function. And on round start, let's make sure we show them all. As I said, there is going to be some logic here that we need to basically have a controller that will move them all. But let's not worry about that for now. Let's just get this down. So template.
Okay, I've added a few hide points. Probably worth seeing if they work.
Okay.
They won't.
Okay, so I've placed 5 or 6 there. So one thing I didn't do was on the game script, I didn't set up my property that quickly. What did I call it? Pickups to collect of type number. Let's say you need to find 3 to win. And then finally, let's just make sure we set that variable that counts. And if we set it here, we'll know that each time we start a new round, it will reset. So pickups collected is 0. Okay, I think I'm ready for a test.
Yeah, just give me like 1 second. Literally a single second. Are you messing with the world settings? Or is that AJ?
I think that's AJ. There's water in the well.
Okay, yeah, let's say go for it. Wait, where are you guys?
We spawned. Where are you?
You're invisible. Where are you?
Oh,
Were you above me?
I just spawned in a room with lights.
I was in the room, but I couldn't see you.
Wait, why?
Why couldn't?
Why
what?
we all? Why we're all on one team?
What was what?
What?
AJ's still paddling about.
Okay, now we're all in a room.
This is the lobby. Welcome to my lobby. Oh, okay, I'm a hunter.
Okay, so weird. Like the first time, it just didn't work. Here's an egg. I collected an egg. Nice.
AJ, get out the damn well.
I guess you've got like a blaster gun thing.
Yep.
If you shoot me,
AJ, hide. Someone try and hide in this chest.
oh, there's a lot of errors coming through.
Oh gosh, that's a lot of errors, isn't
If
it?
you shoot me. Oh yeah, I can only walk.
You look really serious. You're like, I'm gonna walk away now.
And then it should, or maybe health regen wasn't switched on. But that's worked. That's worked quite nicely. Is that you slowed me down out.
Ha!
Cool. And then if you get AJ, will that end the round? Do you have a program language? So if you want, I guess if you're talking about the language we're using, so this is Lua. Lua is the language that we do all the scripting in Crayta. This is quite interesting to watch how games are made in it. It's good to know. As I say, we try and do a good mixture of play streams as well as creation streams. So a lot of these end up as not necessarily the best way to make games. We just kind of making stuff up on the fly. Ooh, Hunter.
What's going on? Have I not marked this as a lobby spawn? We're stuck in the lobby.
Nice.
Wait, is there an error?
I mean, there was hundreds of errors. But...
Okay, there were hundreds of errors.
Okay, let's go back. There's a few things to address.
Yes, there are. Okay, so I need to make sure that lobby spawn is marked as a lobby spawn.
Yep, you had an error on there. Oh, we need to test the egg side of it.
Hiding just didn't do anything. One user script attempt to call method despawn player with effect to nil value. Oh, really? Line 161, that works, doesn't it? Oh no, I just need to say self get entity. Despawn player with effect. I'm an idiot. And then hide point script.
Start
T
messing with the word settings a bit here, so bear with.
get interact prompt. Okay, so I'm going to have to pass the player as an argument when I try and say get interact prompt as well, so that I can check the player's team. Oh, of course. And I never actually set up the interact property,
Nice.
the interact event property to actually do any of this. So that would have helped a lot.
I realised there's a few things on this gun that were needed updating, mainly the sounds and stuff. So it was sound a bit more lasery. There's some really cool laser sounds come with this. Just laser? Yeah, laser blast. What do you think about using the radioactive barrels with a light glow to them? Yeah, that'd be cool. So we can start getting into, like, I guess, yeah, lighting, like, elements. Go for that one. Pretty soon. Impact sound.
What level is everyone in the battle pass? I'm 41. Well, I am 37.
37. Yeah, I'm a bit behind. For medium plasma. Okay, so that should hopefully have made the gun feel a bit nicer. Maybe add a light to it as well. That might be a cool thing to do. I want to make sure I've got the hider player. Health recovers. That's what we want. A delay of 4 seconds, maybe a bit longer, so like 6 seconds, but it recovers pretty quick. So we'll double that. Hunter player shouldn't be able to die, although perhaps if
they don't need health, do they?
But perhaps if they did die, if they died, then the round wouldn't end. But I guess the hiders could then just easily find all the stuff and win. So we'll turn can die off and essentially hide the widget for them. Cool. Okay, there's a couple of things there.
Although, how is the results going to work? Because I know in prop hunt, I made the hunter die at the end. Like when the timer got to 0, I'd just kill the hunter.
Oh, that's
because then the elimination game script detects that the hunter's dead and says the prop's won.
Yeah, that's a good point. I guess what we'd need to do is, because I know when they've won, we just need to give that team plenty of points. But I feel like we always get to this point in the stream where we're like not quite sure how to handle the results. So
yeah, oh well, as long as the majority of the gameplay works.
Yeah, as I say,
Chris is ahead of us in the battle pass.
Level 39. Oh, it's all those tycoon games. Hiders.
It is.
Hiders 1. So there's a function in here. Is it set team? Set. Look, it's add team score.
Anyway,
that's it.
I'm ready for another test when you are.
Okay, I'll be like 1 sec.
Okay.
So for now, I'm just going to give team 1 100 points at that point. which should mean they win. Cool. Okay, let's hit play. Oh, did you fix the spawn?
Where's AJ?
Where's AJ?
Okay, wait, let's go check the spawns. What are they called? Spawn. Lobby spawn. Was not marked as is lobby. Okay, let's try again. Quick iteration.
Yeah.
Hey look, we're all here, it's magic.
I specifically re-equipped my salute emote because I got this outfit today.
Oh. Do we want to be in first person there? Probably want to be in third person for the lobby.
Okay, this got very dark in thermal very quickly.
Oh really?
Yeah, I need to think about that. Perhaps need to do a lighting pass with thermal on in the editor. I mean, it's fine when there's lights, but it is very dark. Hey.
Maybe if it was something you could toggle on or off, that would be quite easy, right? If we just gave you like right mouse button toggles it on and off.
Yeah.
Ah!
Oh, one shot, one kill.
I saw you and I clicked, I was trying to fire, and then I was like, wait, I can't. AJ, hide. You can hide in a chest. And there's absolutely no balancing done, so if it even works... No, go to the chest. Go up to the chest, AJ.
I'm looking for you. It's very
dark.
Go up
to the chest and interact with it.
Okay. Yeah, this is way too dark with thermal. Like, this sort of thing would be fine, you know, when you've got, like, the ambient light there, but... Oh, I see. Okay, I'll let you test it then. Or is he running? Oh, he's running.
Nah, I don't think. Just kill him. Kill him quick, then we can test it properly. Faster he dies, faster we can, you know, do the game.
Just missed him.
Is there not a round timer?
No, so that's what I was saying. It's like, because there's two objectives now, it's almost like you've got to find all the eggs or eliminate all of the hiders.
Oh, he's in a chest.
Oh, because his health bar's above the chest, and I killed him while he was in the chest. Okay, there's a little bit of balance in there.
Okay, right. I'm gonna turn off the health. I mean, we don't.
Yeah, we could just get rid of the overhead
all.
entirely, really.
Yeah, I'll do that. There's no need for it because it just gives away a position then. So the hider player. Oopsies.
Okay.
Overhead can go.
Just do a quick lighting pass.
I'm gonna move the spawns a bit for the hiders. Do you want me to make it a property that you can toggle?
For the thermal?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually that might be quite good.
Then you could leave it quite dark, so it's not like overpowered.
Yeah.
Do you want to collab code it?
In a sec. I'm just having a play with something. Building a little spotlight. Yeah, so imagining if we had more lights like this, I just go and thermal. It's not great, but it does start to give you more highlights, I guess. But perhaps we just need to raise the time of day. And the ambient light a little bit. I feel like this is one of those things that once we get the mechanics nailed, it becomes a case of like working out the map to fit the mechanics. Like it's the sort of thing like, you know, prop hunt mechanically it was there very quick, but then actually it was a lot of the work was getting the map to kind of really fit the gameplay. So this may be one that we come back to sort of really work the map into these mechanics. What was it? I've completely forgotten what I was even looking for there. Oh yeah, world. I'm gonna raise the skylight intensity a bit. That might help. Okay, sorry, which script are you in?
The player hunter script.
Player hunter script.
Can you set me up a on button pressed, local on button pressed, and just make it toggle thermal? It'll just be the interact button.
Yeah.
I think, unless you want it to be any other button, but might as well be.
Um,
no, actually, make it right click.
Yeah, I was
No.
gonna say.
Make it something else.
Yeah.
Maybe like extra one, like R.
Okay.
Because right click is iron sights, left click is obviously shoot, and
Yeah.
interact can search chests.
Okay, local on button press. So if button equal to so what do you think? Extra one?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can
Isn't
try
it just extra one without a dash?
Oh yeah, sorry, I think it is extra one, and then I just call the toggle thermal.
Yep. Okay. That should be that.
Okay.
And then I need to make sure players can't get damaged while they're hiding.
Cool. So there's in the on damage. I mean, did you already do some work towards this?
Not in the health script yet.
Okay. So the hunter's gun does have a bit of lock on still, and the red highlighting on the crosshair, which will basically show that someone's hiding. We need to think about that.
Yeah, we do need to think about that. That would be the crosshair script, I imagine. If I close all of those and go to the crosshair script.
So I think the way the gun script works is it basically goes red because it's doing a prediction like every frame or something like that, and it's gonna local calculate lock on, and if you're gonna hit something, you process that you would damage this thing, then go red, and we kind of want that.
Well, we don't want it when you're hiding.
Just not when you're hiding. So perhaps,
and that's in the gun script. Maybe we've bitten off more than we can chew for today.
Let's just have a quick look, because I suspect it might be a quick thing. Calculate lock on. Is target.
Is target. So if it's a character. Oh, return character is alive and not.
And not hiding, essentially. That might be all we need to do.
Yeah.
Do you think that you might bring Crayta to Steam, or maybe perhaps your own custom launcher if you decide to make one? So obviously, we're kind of pretty committed to sort of cloud gaming, and what we've done on Stadia. We're really happy with how it was received on Stadia, and with the recent EGS launch, that's just been really quite special. So, but obviously, what we're trying to do here is make game development as accessible, to as many people as possible. So obviously, I think it would make sense in the future to look to move to other places, but obviously, no details on that thus far. But it would be obviously nice to get as many people playing Crayta as possible.
Okay, ready for preview when you are.
Okay, let's go. Yeah, just realised how late it is. Time flies when you're having fun. AJ's given up.
Where's AJ?
He's quit.
Or has he just left?
Yeah, that's fine.
He has actually left.
That's fine. Thank you for the
Yeah.
well. Oh, here he is. He's back.
Thank you for the
Oh
well.
wait. So why did we not? Oh, this is that something's weird's going on like the first round, where like we all end up on one team.
Yeah, you changed the game script, so I blame you.
Probably my fault. What do you think about guard towers at the corner of the map with turning lights like a prison? So there'll be an adzamic light source. Yeah, that would kind of work. Oh, a dynamic, right? I was gonna say like I don't know if that's a word I don't understand or you spelled that wrong.
Dynamic.
A dynamic, gotcha.
That looks like it was written on a QWERTY keyboard when someone expected an AZERTY keyboard, or vice versa.
Okay, so the toggle's working. It's really quite bright now, which maybe works.
Oh wow. When you hide in chest, you become the chest.
Hi AJ.
Uh-oh. I've got lots of nil values coming through.
Uh-oh.
I can't unhide from the chest.
Where are you? Oh.
What can you see?
If you look at the stream, you'll see. You're just
That's it in just a sec.
flailing around.
Oh, I'm not invisible.
And you're not invisible. And I'm still getting the red indicator on you.
Wait, why can you see my name tag? Am I not a hider player?
I don't know.
Ow.
Well, you're dead now.
Well, I was having fun there, okay.
I win. Okay, so we need to clean up the results. So yeah, I feel like this is a project that's definitely stemmed into more than one stream, but the mechanics there, I think there's something in this for sure. Have one little round.
Yeah, I don't think it's spawning the right player. I don't think it's spawning the lobby player, the hider player.
Okay, I landed as the hunter again. So can you hide in chests?
What can I now? No, I think it's just doing the same, isn't it?
No, it worked for me that time. As in you.
Oh really?
You vanished.
Oh, I've got loads of errors coming through still.
Oh, and then I just interacted with it to reveal you.
Am I revealed? Guys, I feel intimidated.
just another day in game dev. Oh, that's funny.
Oi, I'm official.
Run, AJ, run. Oh, you can roll. Ah, maybe we need to stop rolling. You can you can roll faster than you can like when you're injured, you can just roll away to get a speed boost.
Yeah, we could stop rolling.
Just stop rolling. Right, okay. I'll maybe say like 5 more minutes. We'll try and tackle a couple more bugs. And then this is one that I don't think we're going to get published today, but you know,
no,
it's something we can come back to and work on.
So it definitely looks like I'm not getting the right player template. User born hider.
Can crouch true. Turn off the rolls. Can slide. I'll turn slide off. Player hunter.
Wow, so many errors coming through here on the hide point script.
Okay, have a quick look at what's going on in that first round. So I wonder if it's to do with the. Oh, I think I know why that might be. Because when we log in, we're still setting teams like we were before.
I thought on the prompt script I changed that to send the player.
On user login.
No wait. You
okay?
There were 2 places where the prompt script sends get interact prompt, and I passed the play in one of them and didn't scroll down far enough to see the other, and clearly it's sending it through the other. Do you mind if we like very quickly playtest from there? Because that might be the cause of all those problems, potentially.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, cool. I think I might have solved the problem at the start with the spawns as well. Like, it was still doing the set user teams when we logged in, and I think that was messing it up.
Who has augmented this lobby area? Please hide.
Oh, AJ shot me before I got to the chest. It's all on you.
Someone is hiding here. Okay, that's not quite worked.
Oh, I'm spectating you, and you were a chest.
I was a chest.
I'll text you on Discord when I finish the vehicle stuff. Okay, yeah, great. Thanks, Mr. Frost. Thanks for dropping by. So if anyone is here, sort of for the first time, is a little bit confused as to what's going on. So this is Crayta. Crayta is a collaborative game development platform which is available completely free on Google Stadia and the Epic Game Store. So yeah, we've been collaboratively building this this game over the last couple of hours, sort of hour and 45. And yeah, so if you are interested, then do make sure you head over to our Discord. It's discord.gg/Crayta. You can find out more, or head over to the Epic Games Store or Google Stadia and download it for free. Check out a bunch of new games that you can go and play right now. Got tons of cool stuff that people have made, including stuff like this. What was I gonna do? So I think, yeah, it looked like the initial sort of team stuff worked better that time, which is good. Let's do some radioactive barrels. I think they were mentioned.
So when I hide in object, so I hide like that. Play anim had a problem, I think. What was wrong with play anim? Oh no, I don't see why that would be a problem. Oh, and stop hiding player.
Yeah, someone mentioned about radioactive barrels, so yeah, we can get some pretty nice glowing barrel type effects. We can place some of those around next time we come to this. Might just quickly try how it looks with the hunter, hunter's gun. Sorry, having a spotlight on it. So it's really easy to do. Just create a child light. Move that light to the front. Position it, and then if you change it to a spotlight, we'll have to spin it around so you can see that now we've got this huge sort of cone. So if we pull that in, outer angle to 45, quite big, maybe a bit less.
Oh yeah, and then when you're hiding, the prompt was wrong.
Go for a sci-fi looking color on it. What we can do is a good way to test it is actually drop one in the world as well before you've, rather than have to test the game itself. If I just drop one of these weapons in now, you can see it's got this light now attached to the front. I can get an idea of roughly, is that bright enough? Probably not. So I can always tweak these here. So make the attenuation, so the distance a bit further. I mean, that might be all I needed to do, actually. Maybe a little bit more focus. Okay, and then once I'm happy with it, I can essentially just give it a sort of nicer name, copy template, delete that in-world one, and then if I jump back up here and see, I'll notice that those values have basically passed across. So I've got my attenuation up, my outer angle in. That might be a nice way to kind of balance that hunter side of things. Whenever you're ready, we can have another test.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Cool.
Hopefully we'll be able to hide in the chests properly now.
AJ trying to show off his scarecrow there. Very good.
Okay. Ah. It's you guys who need to hide. Oh, the light is cool.
Is it working?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I can see.
I've got a prompt that just says press E2.
Press E2. Ow.
Oh, R is reload, so we probably wouldn't want it on R. Can we hide? Can we not?
Someone is
Can't
hiding
hide.
here.
Damn it.
Right, one thing I wanted
we,
to try quickly. If we can pick up 3 eggs, we should win, and they're not too hidden. Here's one.
Okay, I think we need to make it
Hey, we won 100 to 1 because we found all the eggs.
nice. I got a challenge completed, win a round. Apparently I won.
Yeah, of course. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, there's work to do on that. But... Right, do you want to go back?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this your?
Looks like I had an error.
Your one more, no more, or are you determined to fix this? AJ, I was in first person.
I would like to fix it.
Runner. So I wonder, because sometimes if you've been the hunter before, it remembers that kind of first person. So
Oh, for God's sake! I'm being an idiot.
Hider players probably want to force them to third person.
Yeah.
To sort of get them to snap back. Oh wait, no. Hiders are orbit cam by default.
No, it puts them into action cam.
Okay, so
On in it.
Cool.
But yeah, third person only. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Hit play. Is that your one line fix?
The only... Maybe. Let's find out. It was an obvious problem.
Yeah, that's the sort of problems you run into at 9 o'clock.
Yeah. Although I did also want to change the button for toggling the thermal vision on and off on the hunter.
Ah, nice. Okay, hunter. Ah, yeah, the light's definitely going to help.
Aha! I have successfully hidden in a chest. Oh, I think I forgot to fill in a message to like unhide. I've just got a message that says press E2. But if I press it, the chests work! It was my one-line fix.
Nice. Hey, come back. Right, next thing to test is if you get in a chest. Ah, yes, the crosshair does not show that you're in that chest. Oh. And then you just... Nice.
That is actually working. Quite surprised. Can you then reveal me? You should be able to interact with the chest.
It says press E to hide in chest.
Oh, close enough.
It doesn't seem to be doing anything. Oh,
play
There
anim
it
is a
is.
nil value there? Why is that a nil value? Interesting. Oh no, I've spawned under the world. Okay, I need to move that point up a little bit. I'm dead.
and here comes AJ.
Oh, your light through, like the shadows of your light looks really cool. I'm spectating AJ.
Yeah, I see. I
Nice
suspect
hiding AJ.
He's in the chest.
Yeah.
But that's good. There's no obvious. I can't tell that you're in that chest.
Go on, AJ, go in the well. You know you want to.
Oh wait, was he in a different chest?
No, it wasn't in the chest at all. I was just trying to help
damn.
him get away.
Oh, I got stuck in the doors. You gotta find the eggs.
Oh yeah, AJ, find the eggs. You find the eggs, I'll find the bugs. How's that deal?
Oh, I saw a glimpse. Oh, I missed. Get out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a sad sight.
Right. Should we try and make a couple of quick fixes and then say that
yeah,
we're about done?
We're
So
about
if you
done.
want to change it to be extra 2
yeah,
for changing the thermal and show a prompt for that. So the classic add a function, get button prompts, prompts.extra 2 equals blah blah blah.
Oh, you already had that, but
Did
you
I?
had it on interact prompts.interact.
That's stupid, isn't it?
Toggle
It should be extra
thermal
2
prompt.
now.
And I wonder if that's what the press E2 blank was, because I bet you didn't actually put anything in the
Yeah,
property.
I'm sure that's what it was.
Correct.
Yeah, that's why when I hid in a chest, it just said press E2 because I forgot to fill in the property there as well. I'm rushing it. Okay. Hide point script. Attempt to index field hiding player a Boolean value. Boolean value, why? That's on line 52. Self.hiding player equals. Oh, equals false. Why would it be equal to false? Stupid.
Which line?
So when
sorry?
you search.
Which script? I just realised I'm just flying around the map now. Which script are you looking in?
Hide point script at the moment. I realized I'd called playAnim, which is a function I wrote, but I'd called it on self.getEntity. So I've just changed it in this line to say self playAnim. That's why that was coming through badly. Self.hiding player equals nil. Okay, I think I'm ready for another quick test actually. I think that was probably it.
Cool. Well, we'll draw the line here anyway. We'll say.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, I don't know. When you go back.
You know when you're like debugging it before you've even started.
Yeah.
I got spawned in the floor one time that I jumped out of a chest, so I need to move that point up a little bit. So that's the reveal pos on a chest is really low down. So I need that to drop you outside of the chest. Okay, ready.
Okay.
You gotta love that quick iteration speed.
Yeah.
When we make that many mistakes.
Okay, final test.
Press Q to toggle thermal vision. Nice. How many like eggs have you made?
I think there's 5 or 6. And there's only 3. Yeah, you need to find 3. Okay, the hiding seems to work quite nicely.
Should we test it? Should we check if you're in a chest? That I'll reveal you. It's a really nice sound effect on the chest.
Yep, I'm over here.
Okay, is there a chest there?
Ah. No. I can't run. No, run.
Thermal vision.
Run faster. Nice.
Okay, now AJ. I've got to find him before he gets all the eggs. This is definitely going to be really fun by the time we like polish it up
I'm
a
gonna
little bit
say,
more.
yeah, I think another stream's worth of just polish on like a maybe Thursday this week. Come up with a few ideas for the map and maybe build some assets to kind of flesh it out a bit more. But yeah, I think it's definitely
Oh, AJ's
a fun one.
he's going to be in a chest, isn't he?
He was.
Is he in the chest that I got you out of? Did he just go straight back in? No, he didn't.
Nope. He's
Oh, hang on.
He's egg hunting though.
I saw him. Where's he gone?
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's slow now. As long as I can. Oh no, I've lost him.
Yeah, and he's managed to heal. So he's back.
Where's he gone?
He's back up to full speed. Oh, this looks terrifying on the spectate. There's like all the spawn around him keeps lighting up.
Where? Oh, I hit him. Right, he's slow.
No. AJ hide. Oh.
Yes! To be honest, it was the red crosshair that gave that away then.
Yeah, but I think you kind of
That's how I found
you
it.
probably need that as the hunter, otherwise I
Yeah.
think it will be too
That felt
difficult.
pretty fair.
Yeah.
The only thing that I could have done to kind of cheat it would be stand right by the egg so that he couldn't get to it. But even then, he could just run past quickly. Like it kind of takes 2 shots to kill.
Ooh.
So it's not the worst thing. That's pretty fun. One more round.
Yeah, I think my game's locked up a little bit. There might be my game trying to tell me to stop.
It'll come back.
My frame rate just died.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm stuck chilling out on my back. Doing a side action roll. Maybe that's a sign that we should stop and leave it there.
Maybe it is.
Oh yeah, there
Yeah,
it is.
you're right.
Cool.
Okay. Where are the eggs?
Cool.
I just want to win.
We'll just hide that. So cool. Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'll just wrap the stream up. So thanks for helping out. As I say, I guess we'll be back to sort that out. So yeah, cheers for that. Okay, cool. All right, well, there we go. That's the where we're going to have to end the stream there, I think. So thank you for joining in. Thank you for watching and sort of it's always nice to have a bit of chat going as we do these things. So if you are interested in Crayta and you're here for the first time, then firstly, welcome. It'd be great if you could subscribe or follow, depending on which side of the streaming platforms you're on. You can also join us on Discord at discord.gg/Crayta. It's a really good place to keep up with all the devs and the community. So really helpful community with lots of sort of tutorial stuff, lots of help. And as well as us devs, we hang out there during the day, so you can chat with us about any questions or just generally chat about whatever you want to, really. You can also find us on Twitter and Instagram at Crayta Game on both of those platforms. And we'll be back tomorrow, so same time, same format, so it'll be on both Twitch and YouTube, and it'll be AJ will be hosting that one, and basically the opposite side of Crayta, so it'll be not about creation, but it'll be purely about play. So I'll be playing a bunch of games, sharing out those share links, and generally having a good time playing through some stuff. So do make sure you're back here tomorrow at 7 p.m. GMT on the platform of your choice, as I say, Twitch or YouTube, to hang out. So it should be good fun. And then I'll be back on Thursday on Twitch only for an earlier in the day. It'll be 11 till sort of 1ish. We'll hang out, do a bit of game dev, perhaps do a bit more work on this game. As I say, I think there's definitely some room here for a bit more improvement, a bit more polish, and we could really come out with something quite fun to play. So once again, thank you everybody for hanging out, and make sure you tune in tomorrow for the play along stream with AJ. So see you later.